everyone, my name is Elena and you're watching the Shuffle Squad YouTube channel. I hope that you are all having a great day and I hope that you are very excited for this very first deck that I am bringing you today that features one of the most special cards from Crown Zenith, which is Radiant Eternatus. Yes, you probably have already guessed it by checking the description and by checking the title of this video. By the way, I need to tell you that it's super early for me. I woke up before I started working so that I could have this video ready for you guys. So if I do something really strange, just please blame it on the lack of sleep. Having said that, and before going into the deck list, I just want to remind you that if you want to support the squad, you can, for instance, use our discount codes, and if you are looking for Crown Zenith cards, if you want some physical cards, you can buy them at Atlas Collectionables, and if you need some code cards, you can do the same thing at PTCGO store, and if you use our discount code, you will get like your purchases for a much cheaper price, and that also helps us a lot. So, having said that, let's now get into Radiant Eternatus. This is a card that I really wanted to test because I think that it has a lot of potential, and let me first explain you what Radiant Eternatus does, and then we are going to discuss the build that I have prepared for you today. So Radiant Eternatus is a Radiant card, meaning that you can only run one Radiant one Radiant card per deck. It has some really nice stats, but we are not here to talk about the stats because the main feature of Radiant Eternatus is its ability, Climatic Gate. When you play it from your hand into your bench, you cannot use the ability when you open it as a basic Pokemon. It lets you search for up to 2 VMAX Pokemon and play them directly onto your bench. This alone is really powerful because you accelerate, you just keep basically turns. You don't need to waste one turn to set up the V Pokemon and then evolve into the VMAX. But of course, Radiant Eternatus has one biggest downside, and it's that it forces you to end your turn if you activate that ability. By the way, the ability is not mandatory. You can decide to use it or not. So the question, I guess, that you have when looking at Radiant Eternatus is it worth playing? What VMAX Pokemons are out there that are worth including in a strategy so that I can go ahead and use them? And in order to answer that, there are two approaches, or two things that you need to consider. First of all, the state of the metagame, and second, that you need to pair Radiant Eternatus with an engine that is going to be able to allow you to power up those VMAX Pokemon as soon as possible. So the answer, I think it's pretty obvious. There might be other possibilities, of course, but the one that I come up with, and I think that we can all agree that this is one of the easiest choices to make, is the Lost Boss engine. Why? So think about that. The objective of this deck is to get Radiant Eternatus as soon as possible, play it down, and bench 2 or 1 VMAX Pokemon depending on the matchup. Then how do you power them up? Because you are going to be missing the manual attachment, and that's huge. If you miss the manual attachment, you need another way to accelerate energies. And we do have a generic way to accelerate energies onto anything, which is the Lost Box, the Lost Box mechanic. So that's why we are running Comfeys, we are running, of course, the Colress experiment, which is here, and then once we are able to hit the 7 cards in the Lost Zone milestone, we will be able to start activating Mirage Gates, which is an amazing card, and it just lets us attack as soon as in our turn 2. What are the cards that we want to power up? I think that considering the state of the metagame, the two VMAX Pokemon that can really make a difference or an impact against certain strategies are Flying Pikachu VMAX from Celebrations and Duraludon VMAX. So Duraludon VMAX is super effective against Lugia. It can only KO either if they run Path to the Peak or if they power up an amazing Yveltal. Those are the only two options. And then it's also kind of effective against other type of decks like maybe Mew and maybe Regigigas, but Regigigas play for Path to the Peak, so it's not that of an end game kind of card. Flying Pikachu, on the other hand, is pretty effective against Regigigas because they don't have a way to go over it unless they play a combination of Escape Rope plus Boss's Orders. All they can do is basically wall it with Regis. And then it's also really effective against other Lost Box strategies, because Lost Box, as you know, they only run things like Cramorant, like, well, maybe the new released Samacenta, they run some V attackers, but all of them are basic, so Flying Pikachu is very effective countering them. As such, I think that the deck list that I am proposing you today is very obvious and very easy to understand. Our objective is to go first, if possible, play a couple of Comfeys, send some cards to the Lost Zone, and then end the turn by playing Radiant Eternatus once we've done all our actions. Depending on the matchup, we will be able to set up double Duraludon or double Flying Pikachu, or just one Flying Pikachu, because against certain strategies you only want to leave one Flying Pikachu on the field, and that's basically it. Then on your second turn, if you have been able to draw more or less well, meaning you have used your Comfeys, you have been able to use your switching cards, Mirage should be active, and that means that you will be able to power up your Duraludons or your Flying Pikachu and start attacking with them. And that's it. And from there, you are in a good position to win the game against, again, like, depending on what you're playing against. Then we run one copy of Oranguru, because it's really good in Lost Box strategies, and Cramorant. Also, Oranguru is really important in this type of decks, because if you draw one Duraludon or one Pikachu in your opening hand, you want to put it back into the deck so that Radiant Eternatus can grab it back. The rest of the choices of the cards that you see here, I think, are pretty self-explanatory. Of course, we need to run one Hisuian Heavy Ball, because the entire deck depends on Radiant Eternatus, and if we price them, well, we are in a really bad position, we will probably lose. Big Parasol, I think it's a must in this type of strategies, because if you go against Lost Box, you want to protect yourself from Sable Eyes damage counters, and if you are going against Lugia, that's the way in which you stop Amazing Yveltal. Apart from that, we need a way to counter Path to the Peak, which really hurts us, because if our opponent is able to stake a Path to the Peak in turn 1 or 2, then Radiant Eternatus will not have the ability. So Temple of Sinnoh, I think it's like the best choice, considering how powerful and how popular are decks that run different special energies, and it does not hurt us because we don't run any. And then I think that's basically it. I think that the rest of it is, as I said, it's pretty self-explanatory. The only slight improvement that I would consider doing is maybe including one copy of Duraludon, the basic one. Why? Because sometimes the problem with this type of deck is that if you don't play Radiant Eternatus turn 1, then you are going one turn behind, and that's something that you cannot really allow yourself to do, meaning you miss the quick ball or whatever. However, think that you run 4 copies of Battle VIP Pass, so if you really know that you need to set up one Duraludon, all that you need to do is to use Battle VIP Pass, set Duraludon, maybe attach one energy to Duraludon, and next turn to evolve manually onto Duraludon and attack and go from there. But that's the only change that I had missed, considering the testing that I had done. Anyways, I know that there might be other strategies with Radiant Eternatus. I think that combining it with Lost Box is a pretty decent choice. So what we are going to do in this video is to see if this actually works or not. And yeah, would be very happy to hear your comments, but without further ado, let's get into the ladder and play some games. Okay guys, so Radiant Eternatus, will it flop or will it work? My job here is to try to answer that question. While I think that the build is pretty good and is able to power up a VMAX Pokemon by turn 2, I really wonder if that is how you want to play Lost Box, because you are getting rid of potentially very good cards. So, oh my god, the hand. Well, I mean, it's not that bad, okay, because I still have a Scoop Up Net. That's fine. I have a Scoop Up Net. I can do things. But still, that's not like the best start possible. Okay, so this is Lugia. Interesting, this is Lugia. So, considering that this is Lugia, then what we want to do is to try to set up double Duraludon as soon as possible. So let's get this. Then what I'm going to do for sure is to scoop up the Radiant Eternatus thingy. Then I probably want to get another Comfey out. I want to get another Comfey out, that for sure. And probably nothing else. So first I'm going to use some Comfeys. Yeah, Heavy Ball is not going to be needed here, I would imagine. Then I'm going to use yet another Comfey. That's fine. So flower picking, probably get these. And then, well, I should have probably scoop up I should have probably used a Scoop Up Net here, but that is fine, because then next thing that I can do, if I really wanted to, I could escape rope and Comfey, but I don't think that's necessary, so I'm just going to go ahead and Radiant Eternatus, and I am going to play down double Duraludon. If I do have the double Big Parasol, I think that I am in a good position, so that's all I want to do. My Comfey is safe here. It's not, I mean, I don't really need to get rid of it. And then my objective next turn, I have only gone through two of my boss's orders, sorry, two of my Lost Zone cards. So all that I need to do here is to be able to set up double Big Parasol on these guys, and it should be it. My opponent decided to use Professor's Burnett as the supporter of the turn to discard double Archeops, and he uses Capture Energy to power up to get a Lugia, which is okay, it's fine. So first things first, I will use, I would imagine, Flower Picking here. I don't know why I keep saying Flower Picking. Okay, that's good. So we've got one Colress Experiment. I'm not sure if we will be able to power this up, but we'll certainly try. So this is going to remain, this will remain because I have already discarded one, yes, because I have already discarded one, and this will stay in my hand. So yeah, I'm going to get rid of these two cards because I don't think we need them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that's not bad. That's not bad. Let's use, we need some more switching cards. That's the thing. We need some more switching cards. So let's use, anyways, I think that we need to use Comfey and we need to use Escape Rope. Let's see. Okay, another switching card, that's fine. That's not bad. But I still need another Comfey because we are still on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh well, 6 is good. 6 is kind of good because I could, no, but I am missing the manual attachment. Still, I need something else. So let's try to, so let's Scoop Up Net, this guy here, play this down, put this here, it's fine. Flower Picking, I feel, so now the thing is that I feel that in this type of matchup, I am really going to need a lot of Temples of Sinnoh. I don't know if that's the way to actually do this or not. I don't know if that's the way to do this or not, but I feel that's what I should do. So next thing that I am going to do is I still need to retreat. So I have double Mirage Gate, and then that means that what I can do is the following. So I'm going to attach this onto Comfey, because I think I still have the manual retreat. So I'm going to attach this onto Comfey, I'm going to retreat, I'm going to promote Duraludon. Well, I should have done that just in case that I drew onto something that I didn't want to. Okay, and then I am going to attack with Mirage Gate. So let's play these two here. Yes. And I want to save this other, so I'll probably just use another one. Let me check very quickly. Okay, and my opponent surrenders. Well, that was like one of the most aggressive type of plays that you can do against Lugia. I killed there were many reasons why I had already won that game. First one being that I had set up the Duraludon, and the second and most important one being that I had KO its lone Lugia. So let's go for a game number 2, because this was pretty quick. And while I think that we were able to see pretty well what I was saying, the fact that Eternatus is able to set up double VMAX and power them up by turn 2, still. So, second game, and let's see who we face and if we win or not. So it seems that we lose the coin flip. That's fine, because our hand is pretty good, so I won't complain, and we have the quick ball. And my opponent just surrenders, so I guess that he didn't want to play against me. That's fine. Okay, so at least I will be able to complete the ladder. At least I will be able to complete the ladder. Okay, next game. And let's see this time what happens. My opponent gets to start. No, I get to call the coin flip. Okay, fine. I do want to start, please. I do want to start, and tan. Hand is meh. Hand is meh. Let's say like that. Especially because I opened with 2 VMAXs in my hand. Ooh, okay. So. I think that I need to go ahead and use Comfey here. Flying Pikachu and Duraludon are both good attackers, really good attackers against Regis. I wonder, yeah, probably, well, I don't know. I think I'm going to use Flower Picking first. Okay, I will use the Scoop Up. I really want to hit. I really do want to hit here. It's actually pretty bad, but I think I will go for Escape Rope. I really want to hit here. Quick Ball, so that I can start powering up my god. Okay, whatever. Let's just use Flying Pikachu VMAX here. I mean, okay, that's fine. We have Temple of Sinnoh. We have a lot of things, so that's fine. So I think that I can wait for next turn. So there is not much that I can do at this point. So I'll just skip it. Yeah, I'll just skip it. I'll just give turn to my opponent. I don't think that he can KO me this turn. So we still should have some possibilities. And I don't want to waste my Temple of Sinnoh so quick in the game, because I know that he must be playing, what is it called? Path to the Peak. He must be playing Path to the Peak. So, well, we should have one more turn to set up, unless he already is able to fill the bench and start attacking, which I don't think is that realistic, considering that this is a Regi deck, but that's fine. Okay, Marnie, I think I'm fine with it. Maybe I should have just attached the Air Balloon. The only thing is that we are going to draw again into the Flying Pikachu VMAX. And, ooh, not the best thing ever, not the best hand in the world, not the worst one, but still. So I feel that if we are able to stack a Path to the Peak, we should be in a kind of a good position, but let's see. We need to now do some Comfey playing and see what we are able to do from there. Our objective, it's going to truly be to power up Flying Pikachus. So Big Parasol, not exactly what I was expecting for. Battle VIP Pass, not what I want to see here. So I think that all I can do is to get the boss's orders. I am going to attach one energy here. I will retreat. I do really need a Colress. Can I please get a Colress? Well, okay, I didn't get a Colress, which is okay-ish. I didn't get a Colress, but at least, good news, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, good thing is that I can now go and find the Radiant Eternatus. Oh no, it's priced. Okay, so never mind. So Radiant Eternatus is priced. Oh, that sucks. Like, I should have seen it earlier. Okay, that's fine. So let's get whatever. I'm going to just play this to see if I am able. I am going to try to slow him down. I am going to try to slow him down, and I feel that's basically it, right? There is not much. There is not much that I can do. So I don't know if I should use Boss's Orders or if I need to keep it. I'm going to use Boss's Orders just for the fact that this will kind of force him to do to use Scoop Up Net. Sorry, it's so early for me. I really woke up early today to record this video. So that's it. I don't think that Cramorant is going to be needed in this matchup, and I'm just going to pass the turn. But it was very unfortunate. The fact that I was not able to like draw into any Colress, that my only Radiant Eternatus is prized, and all of that. Yeah, that sucks. Okay, well, that's fine. It was expected, for it was pretty obvious that he would have the Scoop Up Net. He has the Counter Stadium, that's fine. And he basically has everything. He basically has everything here. Not much that I can. I think that I am really going to lose this one. That Marnie killed me. That Marnie definitely killed me. So yeah, and he was able to find the stadium. I guess that he's playing for the stadiums, which is fine. Nah, we had a possibility. We had a possibility if our Eternatus had not been prized, but that's the way it is. That's the way it is. So now he has been able to use Regigigas to power up his Regieleki. So well, I'm going to try to keep playing. I'm going to try to keep playing and see how long I can last. But still, so flower selecting, well, Colress is good. Okay. Colress is good. We might be able to do something here. So, or not. I was saying that we might be able to do something here or not. So, okay, so let's get rid of these cards here. If I wanted to, I could use Mirage. The thing with Mirage is that I literally cannot do anything with it. Another Colress, that's fine. So I think that I somehow need to preserve my Cramorant. It's not the best thing ever, but I think I really need to preserve my Cramorant here and force him to swap into something that he might not want to promote. And maybe cross our fingers so that he doesn't have the another rope, but he has another net. But he has just only played one, and he still has 3. Now it would have been very cool if we had been able to just get a Temple of Sinnoh, but that was not the thing. So we just let Spit innocently. Yeah, we're in a really bad position. I'm not going to lie. We are in such a bad position. Everything could have been different had we been able to get our Radiant Eternatus out of the prizes, but that's the way it is. That's the way it is. And I think that between that and the combination, or between the fact, okay, now we got Marnie, so that means that he didn't have the Scoop Up Net, but there is another chance for him to get it. And let's see. Now we are going to draw again the Pikachu, because that's apparently all that we can do. Oh my god, the hand, the energies. The hand, the energies, the everything. Okay, fine. Fine. So I guess that I could still use Oranguru or something. And see what I can draw. Maybe I feel that I am going to get forced to retreat the Cramorant and to promote the Comfey. Okay, so my opponent there is thinning out his deck so that he can effectively, well, you know, power up. Well, does he have enough energies? Let me count. 1, 2. No, he still does not have the double turbo energy, or the twin energy for the matter, so I don't think that he can attack us this turn. So it gives us a slight chance of actually surviving. Really slight chance, but can be done. It might be able to be done. Let's see. My opponent is thinking, maybe he just wants to use the ability and power up another attacker. Oh no. Ooh. So I am missing something. Why would you power up a Regigigas? That I don't know, but it's fine. I mean, go ahead. So I think I need to play Escape Rope here. Force him to promote something that he might not want to, which is fine. I think it's actually quite good. We will be able to use Comfey. And so yes, let's use Comfey here. Let's play down one Temple of Sinnoh. Yeah, let's use one Temple of Sinnoh. It's not the best thing ever. It's not the best thing. So the problem with playing Temple of Sinnoh, we are going to get rid... Let's play Flying Pikachu here. Okay. So... Am I left without... How many... Wait, 1 second. Like, how many Comfeys do I have? So there are 2 Comfeys priced. Amazing. And the Radiant Rayquaza, it's also priced. Great. Yes. Great. What else? What else can be done here? Okay, so I think that I will just... You know, I think I need to pass the turn. I feel that I need to pass the turn. Because I'm trying to think if I can slow him down. He cannot retreat this unless he has access to the... Well, I'm going to... Now, let's play this. Yeah, let's play this and... Going to play this down, and I feel that's it. And let's pass the turn. I could retreat, but I think that my best option here is to kind of stack him. So okay, another Marnie, that's fine. Another Marnie. I don't think there is much left in my deck that I can actually draw into. My only possible salvation is to draw into the, what is it called? The Hisuian Heavy Ball. That's the only possibility that I see me coming back to this game. The only possibility I see. So okay, my opponent played Trekking Shoes, he got the card, he didn't discard it. So our stadium got countered, yet again. And the Scoop Up Net is there. Okay. And the Scoop Up Net is there. Okay, fine. Whatever. I mean, it didn't really matter if I retreated the Comfey and put a Cramorant, because Comfey was going to die no matter what because of the Regieleki attack. So, yeah, that was definitely an issue. And I don't have anything to KO that Regieleki. I cannot even KO with Cramorant. Well, let's see if we can top deck something, for whatever reason, if we can top deck something and maybe we get rid of his stadium. Let's see. So I'm going to promote Oranguru here. I cannot even use Roxanne, so that's fine. So let's use Oranguru. Not much that I can do here. Absolutely nothing that I can do here. So let's speed innocently with Cramorant. Speed innocently. Then Cramorant is going to go down. That's how things are. And maybe with Roxanne we will be... I think that maybe if we are able to Roxanne them, if we are able to use Roxanne and get our third copy of Temple of Sinnoh, we might have a chance. We might have a chance. Might. Not saying that this is what is going to happen, but we might have a chance here. Let's see. Terra Spark. Okay, so Cramorant dies. Then we need to promote our Oranguru here, and at least we can use Roxanne, which is better that than anything. I think I'm just going to get rid of the Battle VIP Pass. I don't want it. And let's use Roxanne. So can I please get something? Ooh, look at that! Look at that! Look at that! So I was able to get the Heavy Ball at last. Oh my god, the Heavy Ball. Okay, well, we are still in such a bad situation. So I'm going to use Primate Wisdom. I will put down the Flying Pikachu back into my deck. And then I think that what I need to do is to play down... Okay, so this dies, so everything dies, basically. Everything dies when he uses that. So I'm going to use, I think... okay, I'm going to use Radiant Eternatus. And... okay, and I cannot even do anything else. Oh, that's true, that sucks. I forgot that the Path to the Peak was there. Well, anyways, even if I was able to play Radiant Eternatus and then power up a Flying Pikachu, I fear that this is already too late. My only chance was to maybe, I think I'm going to surrender. I think, yeah, he already has like all the advantage in the world. He will be down to 2 prices, so I don't think that there is much that I can do here. True that, so it is true that I could have maybe waited for one more turn to try to find my last copy of the stadium of the Path to the let me see, just out of curiosity, how many Paths to the Peaks did he run? So he ran 4 Paths to the Peaks, and he had Serena, and yeah, so I think that we were in a really bad position, because my only chance here would have been to wait for one more turn to me to get the stadium. After that, I would have needed to... By that time, my opponent would have been just 1 prize short. So I think that, yeah, it was not feasible for us to win the game. But well, that was it. I'm sorry if I played a little bit bad during this second half of this last game. But overall, my objective, I think, was achieved, which is the fact of me showing you guys what Radiant Eternatus is able to do. Of course, if you don't price it and all the Comfeys in the world, that's it. But my final thoughts is that Radiant Eternatus has potential. Now, if I were to play Lost Box, unless the meta game evolves so much that you really truly need to go for to go very quickly for Flying Pikachus or Duraludons, I think that I would stick to a normal Lost Box, especially with all the support that Lost Box is receiving with Crown Zenith, with the new Sealstone card and the new Samacenta. But that's it. So I really want to thank you for watching this video. I hope that you enjoy it. Please leave me below in the comments what you think about Radiant Eternatus and what other type of decks you'd like to see me testing out for you, and well, cards from Crown Zenith that you are excited to try. So having said that, don't forget to like and subscribe this video, and we will see each other very soon. So bye bye.
The Shuffle Squad is proudly sponsored by Atlas Collectibles, the best place to buy any trading card game product online. Visit atlastcg.com, and at the checkout screen, make sure to use code TSS12 to save an unbeatable 12% off your entire order. Atlas Collectibles will ship your product anywhere in the world, so make sure you're taking advantage of the 12% savings with TSS12. And if Pokemon is not your thing, don't worry. Go to atlastcg.com and see all the other amazing trading card game products they have there to offer.
The Shuffle Squad is partnered with PTCGO Store to provide our community with the best access to Pokemon TCG codes. They have codes available 24/7, instant email delivery, and you can save 5% off by using code TSS5. If you're a YouTube member or Patreon supporter, you'll have access to a special code that gets you 10% off. So what are you waiting for? Use code TSS5 today and save 5% on your next order of codes on any codes available at ptcgostore.com.
PokeXWord, the best place to get your fill of Pokemon-inspired puzzles. New puzzles are posted every day, and they recently launched a new Guess That Pokemon puzzle, which is a ton of fun to play. Go check them out at PokeXWord.com, and be sure to follow them on Twitter for your chance to win a ton of PTCGO codes every month.
Check out the Late Night Series Season 6, brought to you by myself, Zach Lesage, and the Shuffle Squad. We're going to be running a bunch of sick events for the Pokemon community, and they start on August 30th. So one thing you might be noticing here is that there's an EU time and an NA time. We have one at 12 p.m. Eastern, which works out to about 5 p.m. in London. And then we have one at 7 p.m. Eastern, which should help out a lot of players on the West Coast play in this event. That being said, we still have a lot of cool things going on. Expect similar prizing that we've had for other late night series events. Expect better staffing, expect better tournament experiences, and of course we do have a stream going up for this season as well, and I will be streaming the event on Twitch. That being said, we have the whole season up on the Play Limitless website. Late Night 51 all the way through 70 runs until we hit the Invitational on November 5th. So check that out, sign up today, and support Zacklessage events and the Shuffle Squad. See you there.